What's up? We got Arrow Season 3, Episode 16, The Offer. So this episode starts off with where Roz asks Oliver to become the next Ra's al Ghul. And yeah, they use it they say the name Ra's al Ghul in two different names. Oliver's he's like, I want to become the next Ra's al Ghul, but Oliver's like, becoming Ra's al Ghul will. Like, it's just like, but what will becoming Ra's al Ghul will? Like, what? Why you keep changing the name? Like, it's just like, you have Ra's call him Ra's, and you have Oliver calling him Ra's. Like, what is up with that? So Oliver turns. Yeah. So he's like, here. So he's like, here, I'll give you a friend's bag as a gift of gratitude. So yeah, but who's not happy to see Merlin? Thea. And even the gang's like saying, did you kill him? Did Roz kill him? And he's like, nope. And he's like, leave Nissa. And she's like, yeah, my father would ever spare Malcolm Merlin. And he's like, you can go home now. Just go. Like, get out of here. Like, you can just go. You can just go. So yeah. So yeah. So Thea thinks. So we also got a new villain. We got a new one-off villain named the Murmur, who sewed his lips shut. This guy used to be a good guy until people beat the truth out of him. So now he wants revenge on cops for sending himself to jail. Like, usually, yeah, that's his whole arc. That's his whole scheme. This is the whole scheme. So yeah. So Oliver mentions about how Lance gets Oliver gets mad at Lance. Lance gets mad at the Arrow, saying, dude, you could have told him. You could have told him that Sarah was dead. And he's like, Captain Lance. He's like, Captain Lance. And he's like, I threw everything I believed in to help you, but now I'm done. I'm done believing in you. Bye. So yeah, he's like, I'm done with that guy. So yeah. So yeah, that was a great. So yeah, but anyway, back to So Oliver, you know. So yeah, so I think Oliver, so Thea wanted so I forgot to mention that Thea wanted Nyssa to kill her, but then Laurel and Roy thought it was as attacking Thea, so she was locked back. So yeah, but Thea lied to them, saying it was illegal training, but in reality she wanted to die for some odd reason. I get what she's going through, like having to deal with the fact that Merlin Mirror kills Sarah, and yeah, but so yeah, so Merlin, so yeah, so Oliver reveals to her that Roz gave her his Roz is giving his title to her, Roz is giving his title to him. So she confronts him, saying, "How could you just give his title to an outsider?" And he's like, "Oliver Queen, but my Oliver Queen survived my blade." And she's like, "You're giving. I'm not gonna stand by." She says in Arabic, "I'm not gonna stand by and watch you give my legacy to some outsider." And then in Arabic, he's like, "Then don't." So I'm guessing she leaves. Yeah, they talk in Arabic. I don't care what shows up in Arabic. It's probably not Arabic. It's probably just them trying to make it look like Arabic, and it's not really Arabic, but it could be. I have no idea. I don't know Arabic sound. I don't know what Arabic sounds like. So yeah. But anyway, yeah. So yeah. So Oliver. So yeah. So Oliver. You know. So yeah. So World. So yeah. So World. So World comes in and says, "Hey, I know what you're going through," and like, and she's like, hey, she wants to kill Malcolm Merlyn, but she can't, and yeah. So then what happens? So then we see Laurel, and she's confronting Quentin, and she's like, and she's like, "Hey, he can be mad at her. He can be mad at her. He can be mad at her all he wants. He can be mad at her. He can be mad at her. He can even yell at her now." But he's like, yeah, he explains that as a kid, she would always wait for him. Every time he would come home, she wouldn't go to sleep until he came back. But he's like, he'll always, he's her dad. He'll always love her, but he cannot forgive her for what she's done. So, yeah. But then Murmur attacks the police department. And, yeah, so Oliver arrests Murmur, which is great. Yeah, it's weird him being named Murmur. Yeah, he wanted revenge. Remember, he wanted revenge on all the cops. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, but then Nyssa shows up, saves Laurel, and yeah, so she's like, she came by because she wanted a piece of Sarah, and she's like, a piece of, to remember her. And she's like, yeah, she wanted to remember Sarah too, and they walk off into the distance. They walk off into the distance. They walk off into the sunset. No, I'm just kidding, but they do walk off. So, yeah, but anyway, so, yeah. This could be Laurel's new trainer, because Ted Grant was written off the show because of his actor appearing on the Power series. So, Laurel and Oliver won't keep telling Laurel she doesn't have enough training, and she's like, why stop saying that? And he's like, I won't stop saying that until you've had training. So, yeah, so, well, Nyssa might be Laurel's new teacher, which would be cool. So, yeah, so we see Maceo and him talking, and, that, I think that's it. But anyway, that was episode 16. That was episode 16. It was a good episode. Well, Felicity finally gets a thank you for what she said to Oliver about. Felicity gets a thank you for what she said about how his crusade he didn't start his crusade just to get thank yous. He started his crusade because of his dad. So, which is kind of true. He didn't start his crusade just, and yeah. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, that was the episode. I really enjoyed it. It was really good, and I'll see you next time for some more Arrow.